In this video, we'll explain how the core features of lead distribution actually work. We'll look at evaluate on latest data, check user availability, round-robin logic, and how you can understand what happened in your lead distribution automation. Evaluate on latest data. A new lead enters an automation with some data, like his name, phone number, lead stage, etc. We call this the trigger data. Further down the automation workflow, you may update or change certain data based on your business logic. For example, you may want to update the lead stage from, say, prospect to warm. This data is now no longer the same as the trigger data. We call this the latest data. While setting up a lead distribution automation, when you enable the evaluate on latest data feature, the distribution rules are evaluated against the latest data and not the trigger data. So if you have a distribution rule where you want to distribute warm leads to certain sales reps, the latest data feature ensures you can do that, because in the latest data, the lead stage changed from prospect to warm. If you don't enable the feature, your rule won't fire, because in the trigger data, the lead stage was still prospect. Note that the trigger data we capture depends on the automation trigger. If the trigger is new activity on a lead, both lead and activity data are captured. Check user availability. The availability status feature lets you distribute leads to the available users in your account. To determine a user's availability, we check the user's working hours as defined in the Workday template. We check the user's holiday calendar. And we check if the user is checked in to his LeadSquared account. If a lead is distributed within the user's working hours and it's not a holiday and the user's checked into his LeadSquared account, he's considered available, and leads can be assigned to him. Round-robin logic. Leads are distributed to users in a round-robin manner. So let's say there are 3 users in your account. Leads are distributed first to user A, then B, then C. The next lead will go to user A again, then B, then C, and so on. However, if user availability is enabled, the round-robin distribution is slightly different. Each available user is given a position in the index. At 9 a.m., user A, user C, and user E are checked in. So at 9 a.m., position 1 is given to user A, 2 to user C, and 3 to user E. Incoming leads will first be assigned to user A, then user C, then user E. At 10 a.m., user B also checks in to his account. Now to accommodate the new user, the index is rearranged. Position 1 is given to user A, 2 to user B, 3 to user C, and 4 to user E. Incoming leads are now distributed to users based on their new positions in the index. As more leads come in, since the next position in the index is 4, the next lead will be assigned to user E. User A now has 1 lead, user B has 0 leads, user C has 1 lead, and user E has 2 leads. Assuming no one else checks in, the round-robin will now resume from position 1 in the index. Therefore, the lead distribution won't remain uniform. Some users might be assigned more leads than others. Instead, if you want the distribution to remain uniform, ensure that all your users check in before a fixed time. How to understand what happened in the lead distribution. In the lead level automation report, you can check the lead distribution card to figure out which user the lead was distributed to. If the lead is distributed to the default user, it shows up here as default rule. This happens when none of your distribution rules were satisfied. However, it may also happen if a rule is satisfied, but none of your users are available, or the user properties didn't match. So go ahead and set up your lead distributions. Thank you.